Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Homestead Tessie Coming Home. Today we are in the middle of summer and it is hot and humid. But that means one thing. In the Amish and the Mennonite communities, that means this is strawberry shortcake season. And I'm going to be sharing with you just a small portion in this video what I am making first thing in the morning. Now, strawberry shortcake, it's something that we ate as a meal. A lot of people nowadays eat it as a dessert, but it was a full meal for us. When the days got hot and humid, Mother did not feel like cooking in the kitchen. We had air conditioning, but we used it very seldom. And so we had cold lunches and for dinners when it was in the middle of the heat. In my Grandma and Grandpa's home, they had their own strawberries and they would harvest them. They had, at least a half an acre of strawberries because they would sell them. And now what we're going to do is we are going to mix this all up. Now, I will be adding the recipe in the video too. That way, those of you that are on the television can go ahead and just pause the video and then you can write it down, since you cannot see it in the description box. So what I am doing is I am just greasing the pan, mixing it all together. I love this greaser that I have that you put the oil in and you can reuse it over and over again. It saves tons of money and it's all about saving that money. This is a very old recipe. This has been in our family for at least 40 years and this is an Amish recipe. The last few days, it's been in the 90s and 100 here in the afternoon. What I like to do is, in the morning, I will open up my windows until it gets too hot. A lot of people wonder, what am I doing? They're not accustomed to seeing somebody open windows by hand. The levers on these windows broke probably 30 years ago, and they cannot be replaced without replacing the windows. Well, the windows are perfectly fine. So I just go ahead in the morning, I open up my windows and I keep them open until it gets too hot. And then in the afternoon, I close them and I put the air on. We do not have the air on all night. We only have the air on during the day. And then when we go to bed at night, we turn the air off and turn it on in the bedroom. That way it saves electricity. And that way we can still keep ourselves quite comfortable. All right, so while we wait for the shortcake to get done, I'm gonna go ahead and do some work outside. This is garlic that was left over the winter time. I must have missed it last year, and now we have really nice garlic heads. But garlic, you cannot consume it as soon as you harvest it. You should let it cure for a couple weeks. I tried to braid it, that's what you were seeing in the previous clip, but it didn't seem to work that way. I'm not very good at braiding things. I can braid bread dough, but for some reason it was just too much greenery. It was hard to braid. So what I'm doing is trying to clean them off just a little bit. Now you don't want to wash them, but you want to just get some of that dirt off. And then I'm going to hang them on the rafters where it gets really good and warm, and they will cure, and I will be able to use them in a couple weeks. So every day in the garden, I'm harvesting little bits of this and that. The garden is later this year because of the dampness. Now, I did harvest some of my little spring onions. They didn't do so well this year, but I like to use them in replace of chives. So I cut the tops off, and I also have a little bit of the bulb, and they're great as chives. So there's nothing that needs to be thrown away. Little bits of this and that. I had a lot of radishes too, which we love to have in salads. I love days like this when I can just spend it leisurely just working on really small projects. And these are the little spring onions. None of it really gets wasted. What I'm doing now is, instead of using my compost bin, I'm just chopping and dropping in my own garden. So anything here that I can't consume, like if it's too wilted, I'll just put it right back in the garden, and then we can till it under. And it works out great for us doing it this way. Nothing is wasted. These are just some things that I am really going deeper into the lifestyle of waste not, want not. I'm surprised at all of the things that we can do to live more self-sufficient. And what really surprises me is how little we really need in life to make us happy and to fulfill our lives. The shortcakes are finished. And by the way, they freeze really nicely too. So when I got married, we often ate strawberry shortcake. That was a Mennonite tradition, and we ate that for meals. In the summertime, not for lunch, usually it was for supper, we would have strawberry and shortcake and milk. So I'm sharing with you different recipes and things that we did when we were first married. My mom loved making shortcake. Beautiful morning. They're calling for more rain again, so I'm going to try to get as much work as I possibly can. I'm really happy because it turned out perfect. It's still warm, so some people like it warm, some people like it cold. Now, the men in our family, they eat it with milk. I don't like a lot of milk, so I just eat mine plain. The memories of our childhood. Thank you for watching the following video. If you would like to support this channel, there are many ways that you can support me and in my endeavor to make videos for all of you. The number one way to support me is doing what you're doing now, is by watching my videos. I have a lot of content, and I work really hard in providing good content that's edifying and that's joyous for all of you. So watching this video, you're helping me more than anything. But if you would like to find other ways to help me out, I'm offering a pack of garden seeds that came directly from my garden. If you're interested in helping out this channel, give me an email at the address below, and I will give you instructions on how you can get a pack of my very own cottagecore garden seeds that came from my almost Amish garden. These seeds were packed for 2025, and I still have a handful of them left. So if you're interested in supporting my channel in a tangible way, I'll be more than happy to send something back as a thank you for all of you. Just remember to email me in the email address below, and I will send you the information. Take care and God bless. We'll see you guys on the next one.